Any first couple?
Yeah, and I think you probably expect what's coming next. Obviously, there were a few quotes from Mo at the weekend saying that he hadn't been offered a new contract and he's more out than in at the moment. So how do you see the situation, and what are you being told about how contract negotiations are going?
Indeed, people tell me about this, but I've said many times we don't share this over here. At least I don't share this over here. The only thing I can say is if I look at my lineups, Mo is more in than out. That quote I can give you.
That said, though, when a player speaks out like that, Arne, does it cause an issue in terms of a distraction when it comes to big games like this? And is there a genuine fear from yourself that you could lose Mo in the summer now, because his numbers are obviously still up there where you would want them to be?
Yeah, definitely we want his numbers to be where they are at the moment, because those are the numbers Mo always have had and still has, so that's the positive thing. I don't think he's distracted at all. I haven't seen that after United game where he had some comments. I haven't seen it after a post you told me about. Afterwards he just kept on scoring. I didn't see anything today. He's just fully focused on the game tomorrow. And I think these kind of things are inside here and probably in the media, and all our fans talk about it, which is completely normal. But if you would have been at the Ajax today, I don't think any player talked about it, at least not when I was there. Maybe they always give each other a bit of stick, so maybe they did this now as well. But players also are focused on the short term, and that's Madrid and that's City. And by the time most contract is extended, players don't look at it that way. We as a club, of course, do, but the players don't. So I don't think there's any distraction at all for him or for the players, and definitely not for me, because I worked yesterday on preparing the team in the best possible way, and there was not one time in my mind that I thought, oh, I'm sitting here tomorrow talking about Mo.
Thank you.
Tracy?
Arne, what does Liverpool Real Madrid conjure up in your mind? It's a big European clash. What's your feeling about this game?
Yeah, it's a big game. I think Real Madrid, Manchester City dominated Europe and the league for a few years now, combined with Liverpool, because Liverpool was always up there as well, competing with these two clubs. So it's a special week for us, especially because we play 2 times at home. But if this week is done, again the big week is coming up with Newcastle away and the Merseyside Derby. So if you are at Liverpool, you always play big games. But yeah, these two are special because these 3 clubs have dominated the league in Europe for so many years recently. So that's a special week to play.
Arne, goedemiddag. Ik zou het in het Nederlands willen doen, maar dan worden ze heel boos op me, denk ik. Maar geef vooral antwoord als je wil in het Nederlands. I will ask the question in English. You're extremely popular here. The results have been amazing in the first couple of months. Can you tell something about how it has been for you the first couple of months here, and what is the reason you think of the great success you're having in the first months as Liverpool manager?
I think I'm extremely popular in Holland as well.
Dat kan ik niet bekennen, Arne.
No, only in Rotterdam. No, results have been really good, and results are always done by the players. And if they have very good result, that always is good for the manager and for the press officer and for everyone who works at the club. So, but we also know how much effort we have to put in to win these games, and that's why we always have to give credit to the players that put these efforts in to get these results. And as a result of that, players are popular, like you just heard, because Mo is quite popular over here, and maybe the manager that is part of that results as well.
Ga je nog Feyenoord kijken trouwens vanavond?
Yes, because they play City and we play City on Sunday, so I definitely gonna look City against Feyenoord.
You're coming up against one of the great managers of this era in Carlo Ancelotti. Your thoughts on facing him, and what would it mean to you, especially given how well you've started here, were you to beat one of the best tomorrow?
That you have to ask me after the game if we were able to win from them, but that is a very difficult thing, not only for Liverpool but for every club that has played them in Europe, because they can win in so many different styles, in so many different ways. That's the better way to put it. That's why they won this competition so many times, because they can win to be really dominant and outplay the opponent. But if it's a difficult game, they always find a way to win the game or to go to the next round, and that's what makes them special. Also, of course, because they are always having great individual players, great quality. But that's the nicest thing of tomorrow. That's why it's so busy over here, because Liverpool has some great players at the moment, and for recent years as well. So that's why we're all looking forward to the game tomorrow.
Are you able to give this game full 100% focus, given there is another huge one against Manchester City to come? Will that be on your mind at all in the next 24 hours?
I think the answer was Sunday against Southampton, where you could argue if the next game is Real Madrid, the next game is City, are the players really ready to perform, or are they looking at the next game? No, they didn't. Of course, I know we conceded 2 goals, but if you look at those 2 goals, the effort we did to prevent the other team from scoring was there. We were in both situations a bit unlucky, but the moment Robbo made the tackle, I think there were 6 or 7 players from us around the ball. The moment they scored the second one, there were 8 players from us inside our 18-yard box. So we are not distracted by next opponents. We're only focused on the next game, and that is now Real Madrid. If you then look at the next one, that I don't think any football player would do that. Everybody just enjoys it to play tomorrow against Madrid, especially here at Anfield.
Mal. Hi Arne. This is the 4th consecutive Champions League campaign that Liverpool faced Real Madrid, and the 5th out of the last 7 times. And as Andy Robertson referenced when he was sitting up there a minute ago, Liverpool haven't won any of them in that time. When you're trying to plan for this game, do you go back to some of those games and maybe pick out some of the positive moments? For example, Konaté's performance in the 2022 final, or maybe even going 2-0 up in the last time they came to Anfield? Or do you just draw a line under it all, try to get rid of all the potential emotional, psychological baggage, and just say it's a brand new game, start from scratch?
You've told me so many things that I only thought, is this all your questions always an advert to replace me in the future? Because the knowledge you have about
football,
way
in the future, don't worry.
And data is enormous. I wasn't aware of the fact that we played them so many times. I was aware of the fact 2 years ago they were, if I'm correct, I say they because I was not part of it, but we were 2-0 up, I think. And I think I even used that game to my team at Feyenoord at that moment, saying Madrid always finds a way of winning that game, because the moment when it was 2-0 up, there was no one that would have expected that that game would end up being 5-2 for Madrid. But that is what makes them so special, that they can turn games around like that, but they can also take the ball tomorrow and just dominate you from the start. And yeah, probably one of the reasons is that they have a great manager for years already, and they have great individuals as well, and that makes them one of the best, maybe the best club in the last 5 to 10 years in Europe.
Bruce.
Hi, Arne. Just check on team news. Saw Trent in training today. Is he ready to start? And then a few of the others, Federico, the likes of those sort of people.
Yeah, it's funny that you talk about our injuries, because most people only ask about the injuries Real Madrid have. But we also have a few recently. Trent is in the squad, but he will not be available to start. He can maybe make a few minutes. In an ideal world, he maybe doesn't. But if it's really necessary, he can make a few minutes tomorrow, but he's not going to start. And then Federico is not in the squad yet. He's training with us then in not the whole session, but mostly 1 or 2 parts of the session. Javier is in the team, but hasn't played for a long time, competitive football, so he's there, but of course not ready to start. Alisson is not there yet, Diogo is not there yet. Do I forget anyone? Costas is not there. Yeah, he's having an injury as well, so it's quite a list for us as well.
Mister, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo está? Darío Araujo para Caliente TV. Ayer se conoció la lesión de Vinicius Junior y yo le pregunto, para usted plantear el partido de mañana sin Vinicius Junior como rival es un alivio.
Yes, definitely. We approach it differently because a new player is going to play for him with different qualities. So we knew when when Vinicius would have started, I had to prepare them for him and Mbappe and all the others, but they are probably the main attacking threat for them. Now, with him not playing, we have to expect something else. And I think he played almost every game for Madrid, so it's again quite difficult for us now to understand what we can expect. But what we do know, what we can expect, is 11 players with great quality. And we try to prepare them in the best possible way. But yeah, will Bellingham play as a 10? Will he play from the left? Will he play from the right? Will Endrick come in? Will Culer start? So they have so many options, which now is a bit more difficult for us to see what they're going to do. If Vinicius would have been fit, I think I could have come up with their lineup. Now it's going to be a bit of a surprise for us maybe. But the thing we do know is that we play 11 great players and a very good team.
Just got time for a couple more. The gentleman in the blue top.
Hola Arne, ¿qué tal? Sergio Horas de El Desmarque. Volviendo a las lesiones, has comentado que bueno, no está Vinicius, no va a estar en el 11 titular Trent tampoco, pero va a estar Kylian Mbappé. No sé qué te está pareciendo el inicio de temporada de Kylian Mbappé, si esperabas más, si está dando el rendimiento que tú pensabas y dónde te gusta verle más, en el centro como delantero centro o pegado a la banda izquierda. Gracias.
There's a lot of questions about the team we face and my opinion about them. The only thing I can tell you is I'm not bothered about what is his best position. The only thing I'm bothered about is his quality, and we have to face that quality and we have to play him in the best possible way. But he's shown so many times that he's so difficult to defend for his country, for Paris Saint-Germain, also for Real Madrid. He's one of the best players the football has at the moment. So if Vinicius would have played, that would be the second one of the best players the football has at the moment. So now it's Mbappé who's still there, and I'm not the manager of Madrid, so it's not up to me what is his best position or not. I think every position he plays, he's one of the best players in the world. So we have to be ready for him.
Ja, Arne, voor je vrienden van Ziggo Sport, in het Nederlands, misschien straks in het Engels. You're in the shape of your life, speaking perfect English with everyone. You're winning, the fans are singing. It's beginning to look a slot like Christmas. What do you experience from this? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Didn't know?
No.
Good to know. But how much do you experience that yourself, and how big are the nerves for tomorrow?
Like I just said, I didn't know this, and I don't follow how popular I am, if I am or not. The only thing I bother about is the next opponent, and that's Madrid, and how to prepare the team in the best possible way, like I've said many times. So that's my main focus. Now my family is coming over, so if I hurry up a bit, I have to do some groceries for them as well, and then go home. And that is where my main focus is, and not about the songs they sing for me, although it sounded quite nice. But it's nice to be in this position, it's nice to work at this club, and it's nice this week, it was nice last week, and it will be nice next week, as long as we keep on winning.
Just one here, then the final one, Carl.
Arne, I just wanted to ask you one more about Mo Salah. Jamie Carragher said that Salah was selfish for speaking out and that he should have been fully focused on Liverpool Football Club. Just wonder what you made of that comment. And I know you said that he's not distracted and it's not a distraction for Liverpool, but I just wonder if you have any concern as well as to whether it might develop into a distraction if Salah continues to express his disappointment publicly.
I focus a bit more on what else he said. He said that he was one of the 5 best players Liverpool ever had. And I completely agree with him, which is not an easy thing because we had so many great players at this club. So I don't think it distracts Mo at all. Maybe it brings even the best out of him if you look at his performances till now. So like I said already a few times, my main focus is the next game. And if we had that game, another big game is coming up. And if we had that game, it just keeps on going. So I talked to Mo about what I expect from him, and like I do with all the other players. And he's in a good place at the moment. And I said before, I'm not distracted at all by his commands, and I don't feel his teammates do. So it's nice that we have a story in the media. So you guys have some work now as well.
Last one, Carl.
Yeah. Hurry up! I have to do the groceries.
You spoke about the way Madrid always find a way to win. Do Madrid carry a different aura to other teams? Do they bring a psychological advantage into European games?
I think they might do. I cannot talk for all the other teams they face, but I said to when I worked at my former club many times that we should take the example of Madrid, that they always find a way to win. They can win it in different ways. If it's difficult for them, they can still win a game, and that's what's probably one of the reasons, apart from them having so much quality, that they won this tournament a lot. I think I can only speak for myself, but maybe the players might feel the same. If we are fortunate enough to be a goal up or even more up, we still are aware of the fact, especially because what we've experienced 2 years ago, that the game will never be done till the referee blows his whistle. In general, it is like this, but I think we all feel it against Real Madrid a bit more than to some other clubs we face.